going on, guys? Hitting y'all with another album review video of this time the Black Crowes, Happiness Bastards. And yeah, so a little bit of background behind this track or album is apparently the brothers, one is the guitarist, one's the main singer, haven't really been on speaking terms at some point in their career. Obviously, they've been back together for a while since they've been touring, and they sorted out whatever differences they had, and we now have a new Black Crowes album. I've in my musical journey, I recently got into the Black Crowes when I'm just going through all the genres, and this kind of hit my Led Zeppelin bone of needing to hear something like Led Zeppelin, and these guys fit the bill. And what do you know? This album very much reminds me of the great Led Zeppelin. Yeah, so let's get right into it. But anyway, I guess the first album that I got into with the Black Crowes was Shake Your Money Maker. And I haven't really listened to the rest of the Black Crowes since I've just been going all over the place and listening to everything, mostly pop punk. But I'll get a chance to listen to the rest of the Black Crowes because I like Shake Your Money Maker, and yeah. Let's get right into it. Bedside Manners. It starts off the record with like very much like a fast, like rolling rocker. Very much Rolling Stones sounding rhythm, and the song has nice piano fills and good fast pace. It doesn't slow down. I really appreciate that. As a punk and pop punk fan, I really appreciate songs that don't slow down. I understand the value of having a song that slows down and kind of changes the pace. I totally get that, but I very much like songs that stay a steady pace and don't let up. This is one of those songs. It's very good. And there's nice backing vocals from almost sounds like a gospel choir of ladies in the background. They sound great, and you hear them throughout the album, and I love it. It's great. But that doesn't. They did the mix so well. It doesn't really drown out the main singer at all. It's just a nice accompaniment. I really like that. It's awesome. And yeah, the song almost has like a dance-like rhythm, or disco/dance rhythm. Yeah, Bedside Manor, easily top 5. Next song is Rats and Clowns, and it has a very good ZZ Top sounding guitars, interesting vocals as well. I mean, that's the thing about the Black Crowes. One of their main songs that got them popular, I believe, is Hard to Handle. Has a very interesting vocal delivery. Very much reminiscent of 70s rock and Led Zeppelin, Robert Plant, but yeah, great, interesting vocals. And the guitar and bass sound on this one sounds so freaking good. It's a very defiant sounding song, almost with maybe a little bit of a punk rock edge, but yeah. Rats and Clowns is easily in the top 5 as well. Well done. Next song is Cross Your Fingers. It's an acoustic beginning, and it leads to like a surprising, like slower thump song. Good funky rhythm. And it has great production on the vocals in the chorus in particular. You wouldn't expect a rock song like that to have those kind of like almost, they changed the main singer's voice into like gang vocals, and it sounded very well produced, sounded very good. And it added to the song, which is great. The song mainly to me stuck out because of the bouncy riffs, nice piano and synths, and I put this as a banger alert. Cross Your Fingers is good. Listen to it. And that also ended up in my top 5. And the song after that is Wanting and Waiting. I believe this is the lead single. And this is just your classic bread and butter Crows sounding song. This good, tasty keyboards, great chorus, and good lady backing vocals again. Solid track. I like it. Didn't end up in my top 5 though. It's good, but there's other songs that could fill the top 5. The next song is Wilted Rose featuring Lainey Wilson. I don't really know much about Lainey. I actually know nothing about Lainey Wilson, but she added some good vocals here. And it had a slower acoustic song for most of it, but it has a very cool like strong return to regular rock at the ending. Amazing vocals from both singers. So for me, I don't really necessarily like acoustic songs, but I do understand the appeal, and I think the song did well with keeping my attention, especially since it had mostly acoustic stuff at the beginning, and then came through strong at the end and did like nice hard rock at the end. So very cool. Next song is Dirty Cold Sun. And there's a very good dichotomy between the singer and the guitars during the verses, like bouncing back and forth. I always like that. Being a Blink-182 fan, I like to hear Tom and Mark like that dichotomy, and it's kind of like that dichotomy here with the vocalists saying something and the guitars like answering back. So this song easily also ended up in my top 5. The next song is Bleed It Dry. It's a very jazz sounding, has some nice harmonicas in there. It's very good. Also sounds very much like the Rolling Stones. Slower, like mid-tempo song. Pretty good. The next song is Flesh Wound, and I did very much like the riff on this one. Some good lyrics. Like saying like, I don't think I'll take this lying down. What goes around comes around. I like those lyrics. That's very cool. A nice piano bridge, and this is probably the second fastest song on the album. Automatically makes me very much like it because I like fast songs. So that gets a top 5. So Flesh Wound made it in the top 5. Next song is Follow the Moon. And Follow the Moon has very nice funky riffs. Also some nice acoustic guitar fills, like purring, almost borderline country purring guitars. And nice fuzz on them later in the song. And I also put this in my top 5. So I might need to recount because I think that's more than 5. Let's see. Bedside Manner. Rats and Clowns 2. Cross Your Fingers 3. Dirty Cold Sun 4. Flesh Wound number 5. And Follow the Moon 6. Okay, so I put 6 in my top 5. So that should tell you how I feel about this album. It's pretty good. I haven't listened to what other people have said about this album. I think they mostly would look at this as a return to form. I'm not sure if they ever left form, though. I'll have to listen to their album that came out before this, which was a while ago. Yeah, so the last song is very much a chill song, chill end. Has very nice, pretty pianos, and also sounded very Led Zeppelin inspired. Even though it's very Led Zeppelin inspired, I think the songs I would skip on this album are probably Kindred Friend. I think that's the only song I would skip. I like all the other songs. Kindred Friend is good, but I think it was a little slow for me. And trotting. But other than that, this is a great album. Okay. And I think the score I'm going to give it, 9 out of 10. 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 9 is going to be, I've been giving these out a lot lately, but it is going to be a 9 out of 10. I mean, I gotta call it like I see it. It's a good album. Go listen to it. It's been out for a little bit. I was a little late on a couple of these album reviews, but I got them in. So hope you guys enjoyed the album review, and I will see you guys later. Peace.